Man United have knocked Barcelona out of the Europa League. And then we've got our resident Barca fan, Hiten, joining us for the match reaction. Hiten, you were very confident at the start of the game. Why did you feel that way?
I don't know. I just had a feeling that this time they were going to show that even without Pedri, without Gavi, without Dembele, these are obviously three crucial players,
Mm,
that we would somehow bottle what we have in La Liga and bring it to Europe. But again, we fell flat in Europe. And again, I was just going to say, like, I don't know what the fuck Eric Ten Hag did between first half and second half, but if you could bottle that halftime talk and whatever decisions he took to bring those guys on, you guys were, I mean, you guys smashed us in the second half. The first half
mm.
was really good. Didn't you feel like there was a good solid like intensity on both sides?
Yeah, I think the first half was more indicative of both teams trying to test each other out. Barca going up front. But I thought you guys controlled the first half very well. I think we didn't
Yeah.
have actually a look in the first half.
Well,
Genuinely.
we don't have much assurance up front without Gavi. He provides so much. Bobby Lewandowski has been kind of like so. So when we're very good at controlling the game, that's just the Barcelona way. Even after the battering, we had 55% possession, I think, in the game. But what we do in the final third is really not. It's not very expressive of anything. It's just like, oh, maybe the ball will get there. Even our goal, I will say, it's a penalty by the letter of the law,
Look,
100%.
looking back, when I saw the replay, I'm like, this is actually a penalty, and anybody who says otherwise doesn't understand physics. I'm sorry, I'm throwing that out there. It's a clear penalty, clear as day. I just want to go back on one thing, right?
Yeah.
Because you had three key players missing, right? We had five players out in the first leg. Most people don't really realize that. We don't have a first choice striker with Anthony Martial. Christian Eriksen is out. We had Sabitzer out. We had Martinez out. And we had
I don't
Christian
know. Are
Eriksen
they are
out.
they like absolutely core to the way that your team
Oh,
plays?
Martial, Eriksen, and Martinez. Yeah, first
Uh-huh.
choice, without a shadow of a doubt. Sabitzer was signed to be first choice, and he didn't
Yeah.
even play in the second leg, right? And Donny van de Beek is someone who I'm very unfortunate, right? He would have been playing a lot more games if he didn't get that horror challenge last month.
Yeah.
So I saw that game at the new camp, and I went, I don't know. There's just a belief that's starting to creep into United and fans, that arrogance that we used to have, and
I've
it is
noticed. I've
arrogance.
noticed this assurance, which is
And
concerning because I haven't seen it in 7 years. Where you guys think you can
10,
come back? Yeah.
10, buddy. Like
Yeah.
it's, I don't know what it was, but I said it on the group chat. We're gonna swarm you in the second half.
Mhm.
And I just knew that was gonna be the case because he does something, this guy Ten Hag. You said he bottles it up and he just says something, he tweaks something. He made one tactical change, well, one substitution rather, and he
Yeah.
changed the entire front four, and
Yeah.
we just swarmed you.
But
Um,
wait. So where did? Am I just tripping? Because I don't remember this Garnacho cat in the first half. Did he come in? Because
no,
he
he
was
came in the second.
absolutely. He was absolutely electric. He reminded me of this cricketer called Mohammad Sami, who's just all pace and all madness and just makes
Hmm.
things happen, even though I don't know technically how good he is yet, but he was just, once he had the ball, he was just a time suck. It was like a few minutes each time he had the ball. Barcelona couldn't do much. And it was really interesting to see the level of control you imposed on the game in the second half. It was just completely different. And our guys, again, so without Pedri and Gavi, we don't really have the attacking sort of know-how. And without Dembele, we don't have the guy who just keeps making chances
Yeah.
happening. Keeps making chances happen. So, and with Lewandowski, even though obviously absolute A1 quality genetically as a
Hmm.
player, footballing pedigree unmatched, he's been pretty suspect for us in the last couple months.
I mean, that's look. The three players that you're mentioning, I've heard a lot about Gavi, Pedri, and
Mhm.
Dembele. Especially Dembele this season. I've heard that he's really turned the corner and he's doing very, very well. I've heard a lot about Gavi. I've heard that he is a star for the future and he is feisty. When I saw him at the new camp, that kid is. I like him. I like him a lot. Right? He's 18, right?
He
Ah,
is
man.
Gavi is 18. Yeah, yeah. They're both
Wow. But
babies. Like I think Pedri's 19 or 20, Gavi's 18. But Gavi, to me, is one of the top five young players in world football. I put him up there. He really has. incredible creativity. He has the sort of the technical skills that Barcelona provides, but he's fucking fearless. He's not a big dude,
Mm.
but he attacks and he runs into stuff like he's a big lad, and he's just got that
He took
energy.
on
So
Casemiro, by the way, which I give
he
him
did.
balls for.
He did.
Yeah, he
Casemiro
took.
was good, man. Casemiro was good last night
Yeah,
too.
but I mean, look, that's the thing, right? We have won without Casemiro this month, right? Three
Mhm.
league games, and when I started seeing that, I was just like, I just believe in this United side. I think it's more of that we're like this team is not finished as well. Like we've been playing the season without a striker. We've been playing with youngsters on the wing, Garnacho. And he is a youngster, by the way. He's very, very raw.
You're
His
saying
end
that, but
product
you
needs to
also
improve.
have probably one of the most informed strikers in the world right now playing for you, right? And he showed it.
Yep,
This not so much the second leg, but he showed his quality in the first leg. I mean, he was the difference there, right?
he is, but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that guy plays
Up there.
much better with Martial on the pitch. When those
Yeah.
two are on the pitch, those two are telepathic. They remind me of Dwight and Cole.
And Cole,
That's what
yeah,
they
yeah,
remind.
yeah.
So
Retro.
so what do you think about Barcelona for the rest of the season now? Like, it's
Yeah,
just
so
focusing.
so look, Europe is out. We're very comfortable in La Liga. I think we're still 8 points ahead.
Mm,
We're making it work in La Liga. Again, we're not an inspirational team yet. No one's going to be like, I want to play like these guys. Xavi is more carving out these wins in a steady fashion. We're getting the goals when we need them. Our defensive record has been exceptional. And you wouldn't think that from yesterday's game because
mm,
you see what happened on who was it Anthony's goal, the first goal? So
yeah,
Kessie has the ball.
mm,
Kessie freezes. You just kind of
Fred,
pickpocket him, and then it's 1-2. It's Fred's goal. It's a beautiful finish,
the baller.
but yeah, really incredible finish. I didn't expect that smoothness from Fred, but it's a lot of stupid mistakes made. And then I think in the first 15 minutes of the second half, we were making them over and over and over again. And this is not in the highlights for some reason, but there was a very clear chance for us close to the end of the first half that if we had taken, this would have been a different game. But we
Yeah,
did not take that. There was some kind of fuck up on United's part that we didn't capitalize
David De Gea, David De
on.
Gea.
Yeah. So
I
La
remember
Liga,
that.
Barcelona is going to be fine. I think we have a real shot of winning and being champions. We're not, we're far. I think we've both thought of our teams, our respective teams, as projects. Maybe last night showed that you guys are a little bit ahead in that rebuilding than we are.
I think it's a weird one, right? Because you guys have bought a lot of players, but I still think that you need maybe 1 or 2 more years, just a couple of key tweaks in the transfer market. I don't think you need that many. I could be wrong, right? But from what I saw, this Barcelona side is still young, and I
Yeah,
mean, if you take Gavi and Pedri in a few years, they'll be awesome, right?
yeah, yeah. We
That's
don't
something for
have
a few.
they are exceptional. If we can keep them healthy and keep them at Barca, that's the prospects of that are very exciting. Like they're multiplier kind of players, right? But then you have Araujo, who's been one of our best players, if not the best player this year. He doesn't really have a partner, right? Unlike a striker, a defense can't really function with one great defender. You need a partner that he can play
Of
off of.
course.
We have such a shaky back four in general. We have Sergio Roberto playing sometimes. We have Alonso playing sometimes. There's no rhyme or reason. Uh, it's a mess at the back generally, but somehow in La Liga we've been able to keep it together.
And that's very impressive, by the way. If you do have that big weakness and you're still 8 points clear, that means that you're playing the games very well. And I think you're doing that through possession, and that's how you're playing. But hopefully, this is the start of something for our two sides, and that we won't just keep it in the Europa League. Hopefully, we'll be meeting in the Champions League sooner rather than later, because that's where it belongs. That's where
Doesn't
our
it
club
feel?
belongs.
I'll tell you something that happened yesterday. I was signing on. I was all pumped up for the game. I blocked 2 hours out of my work calendar, and I went on the streaming service, and I looked for the Champions League, and I just kept clicking on. I can't find the
Yeah.
fucking game. It took me a minute to be like, I got to go
Yeah.
to the B League and find it there. So yeah, it
Europa
feels
League is where
unnatural.
it's at, my friend. That's where all the big
All the
teams are.
drama, all the drama.
All the drama.
It's like
Absolutely. Well,
Hollywood cinema, right? Where all the artistry is happening now. That's what's going on.
look, Hiten, you've been a good sport, and it was a play. You guys are a really good side. You made a good game of it for 2 games. Best of luck for the rest of the season. We have more Barca content hopefully coming out in the next few months. We'll keep you apprised, and we'll look at that soon. And for Man United, we're still in for trophy, in for Trophies? Yeah, pretty much. We're in the hunt for 4 trophies. How many do you think we're gonna win? Because we don't have the squad for 4. So just let us know in the
You're gonna,
comments.
yeah, you're gonna win one, but let's ask the
We're
guys.
gonna, we'll never know. We'll never know, right? Let's keep that arrogance in check. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Let's just smash Newcastle on Sunday, fingers crossed, and then we'll take it from there. All right, guys, we're the substitutes. We'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe. Cheers.